Hey guys, Matt here, and today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on Liverpool's season so far. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the squad. Right, so I'm going to talk about Liverpool's good players and some of their bad players as well. So let's start on with the good players. Right, so I got 3 good players or 4 good players to talk about. The first good player, or really good player, I think you can guess what I'm going to say, is Luis Suarez. Right, Luis Suarez is I think he is, my true opinion, I think he's the best player in the world. Better than Lionel Messi, better than Cristiano Ronaldo, better than Falcao and Van Persie and all those players. I just think he's an all-round centre forward, guys. I think he has everything, doesn't he? He can pass, he can shoot, he can head, he can volley, he can half volley, he can cross, he can pretty much do everything on the cards, really. So yeah, that's the first player, and so I think he has been a vital player for us this season to get us where we are. I think he scored, is it 20 goals or 21 goals in 17 games or 16 games, one of those anyway. But don't matter where he is, what team he plays for is just extraordinary. Right, so the second player I'm going to talk about, guys, is, well, in my opinion, who's been a good player for us this season, is one Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson, you may have your doubts about him, but I think he's been a really good player this season. In fact, I think he's been one of our best players this season. I think he's been one of the best players in the Premier League this season, one of the best midfielders, certainly. With his passing, he scored a couple of goals for us as well. I think he played exceptionally well in the game where we played Tottenham at White Hart Lane, where we won 5-0. It's going to be an unforgettable game, especially for him, since he scored. He set up all of Luis Suarez's goals. Well, that's 2 goals that Luis Suarez scored. He set up all of those. I think he actually meant to set up John Flanagan as well. So that's 3 assists and a goal. Not bad, is it, really? And he's still young as well. So that gives him time on his side. Time to improve, time to get better, time to become one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. So the third good player, actually I've got 4 good players to talk about. The third good player I'm going to talk about is our captain, Steven Gerrard. I think Steven Gerrard, this season, he's been consistent for me, guys. Actually, he's been consistent in his game. He's been consistent in his passing. It can be consistent in his shooting. I think he scored 2 goals or 3 goals. I think he's had something like 7 or 8 assists already this season. I'm only halfway through. I think he deserves to be captain. I think he deserves to be captain. He's going to be one of the great players of Liverpool. He's going to be in Liverpool history books. He's going to be a Liverpool legend for a while now, and people's going to be talking about Steven Gerrard in 100, 200 years' time. Like today, we talk about like the likes of, players that used to play for Liverpool, like Aloysius Scott, Ian Russell, the old players, or players, Kenny Dalglish, all the players that played back then. He's going to be up with them in them ranks, up there with them players. So the fourth player I'm going to talk about is Simon Mignolet. Obviously, we bought him off Sunderland for, I think it was £8 million. He's been a really good goalkeeper this season. He saved a penalty on his debut, which I think just rounded off his whole performance for that day. We won 1-0 at Stoke. Or was it at home? I think he was at home to Stoke and he saved a penalty in his debut. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the cop end, but still he saved a penalty. He's been consistent for us this season, but I think there has been times where he's let himself down. Against Manchester City, I know it went, the team I think we was robbed in that game, but against Manchester City, the goal that I think it was Negredo scored where he shot and he's gone to save it, and it's hit his hand, and he kind of tipped it into his own net. Actually, I think the only fault he made this season, or he might have made a few more that I've missed. But overall, he's been a very consistent goalkeeper. I think he's been a very good signing for us, actually, guys. I think if we look after him well, I think we could have him in goal for 6 or 7 years, maybe 8 seasons, maybe if we look after him. Alright, so that's a good players. Now I'm going to talk about some of our bad players that in my opinion hasn't been consistent this season, hasn't really performed the way I'd like them to perform. So first player is going to be, well, this may come as a surprise to some of you, but the first player to me that I think's not been consistent this season is Martin Scarto. I know some of you are thinking, oh, what are you saying on about Martin Scarto? But yeah, to me, he's a good player after all, but I don't think he's been consistent enough this season. Yeah, he scored his important goals. He's done his bit for the team, But I just don't think. I think he scored his own goals as well. He's made his mistakes. I just think he's too clumsy for me, guys. I just think, he's one of those players where, if he's in a one-on-one with someone, he'd let him go past him. He'd run and he would kick their leg. He'd kick their leg and he'd take him out. And he'd give a free kick, if not a penalty, in the box. And he's just one of those clumsy players, that don't really watch his footing or nothing. So, yeah, Martin Scott was one of them. I gotta think of another one now. Another player that I think hasn't really been that consistent for Liverpool this season. I can't really think of another one, guys. Oh yeah. No, I was gonna say Raheem Sterling, but I think he's average. He's still young. He's not gonna be perfect already, is he? He's one of the average players in the Premier League. He's a good winger. He's fast. He scored his goals. He's got assists, and he's really young as well. So I don't think I've got any more bad players, guys. Yeah, I will think of some. If I do think of some, I will tell you. Right. So the next thing I want to talk about is Brendan Rodgers. Right. So how do I think he's done so far? Well, since Brendan Rodgers came into the team, I think it's took him a while to actually introduce his playing style to the team. Obviously he came from Swansea. He liked to play pass and move, give and go. Fluent pass and move game. And when he was at Swansea, he liked to do that. When Kenny Dalglish was at Liverpool before Brendan Rodgers, Kenny Dalglish liked to play football where you play it around the back, play it from the back, and then hold up the ball in midfield and hopefully hope for a lucky break. That was Kenny Dalglish's style of play with Liverpool. Don't get me wrong, it was a good style of play. We won the Carling Cup under him, but I don't think that was the way for Liverpool to go. Liverpool's history, we've always been known as a fluent passing team, but I think Brendan Rodgers' style of play now he's doing this season is perfect fit for Liverpool. Actually, he was doing it at Swansea. I think Michael Laudrup is playing the same way with Swansea now. Swansea has actually done well. They won the Carling Cup last season, didn't they? Capital One Cup now, as it's known. But I think Brendan Rodgers came in. Last season, he didn't do so well because I think it takes a manager time to introduce his playing style to the team. It takes a manager time to get his team to adapt to his playing style. When a new manager comes in, it's not going to be easy. You're not going to click with him right away. But it took him time. It took him a while. Last season wasn't the best. We came 7th. But I think this season, I think he's made us play a lot better. I think he's a really good manager. This season, we've really adapted to his style of play. We're passing and moving. We're giving and go. We're playing fluent passing. The passing game at Liverpool should be playing, what we've been known to play, throughout our history. Yeah, so I think he's a good manager. I think he's done really well so far, and that's my opinion on Brendan Rodgers. Okay, so now for the big question, guys. Can Liverpool win the league this season? No, I don't think they can win the league, but I think the reason why behind this, why I don't think they can win the league is I just don't think they got the squad. I don't think they got the money, compete with these really top teams, the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester City, all these really top teams. They've got money, they got players, and also I think a big key to this is managers as well. You've had Arsenal, who's had Arsene Wenger for what, best bet 10, 11, 12 seasons now. They've had Arsene Wenger. They're friendly with his manager. The manager's got his playing style, adapted to the team. He's had the team for a long time. The players know where they stand with the manager. I think that's a big key. Your relationship with the manager, I think, is a key point in your performance in the season. And obviously Manchester City has just had a new manager come in, Manuel Pellegrini. Came from, was it Sevilla or Malaga? I think he came from Malaga in Spain. And obviously I know that he's a new manager and they've got to adapt his playing style, but with the squad they got, what manager wouldn't keep the same playing style with the squad that Manchester City's got? What I'm trying to say is, guys, Roberto Mancini, what he did with Manchester City was amazing. He won the league with them, and the playing style that he gave them was, it was brilliant. They was unstoppable for the 2011-12 season. Unbeatable. Not many teams beat them at home. I think they've only got beat 3 or 4 times at home throughout the whole season. But the squad that they've got, I don't think Manuel Pellegrini really wants to change anything with the squad. I think he thinks the squad is, perfect. He's got the squad, he's got the playing style. I don't think he wants to change anything. With opposed to the managers that are coming in, like Brendan Rodgers and all these new managers, they don't like the style of the club that they're playing, and he wants to change the playing style opposed to Pellegrini, you don't want to change the playing style. So I think that's why Manchester City are doing so well under their new manager. And then obviously you've got Chelsea with Jose Mourinho. You know, he's a new manager, but he's been there before. You know, he's been there, done that. He's won the league with them twice. He's won the FA Cup with Chelsea. Chelsea know Mourinho. They know where he stands with Mourinho. I don't think they really changed their playing style that much under, you know, Villas-Boas, Di Matteo before. After the first Mourinho era, I don't think it really changed the playing style. So I think Mourinho's really coming back to the team that he actually made. So that's what I think of that. That's why I think those top teams, that's why I think we cannot compete. Because their managers, they're just, you know, they have a big relationship with their manager. The manager knows where they stand with the team. Opposed to Brendan Rodgers, who came in last season and he's only just adapted to their playing style. He's only just adapted their playing style to suit his needs. So that's why I don't think we can win the league this season. But give it a few seasons. We'll evolve to Brendan Rodgers. We'll evolve into his playing style, and we'll play. We just keep getting better and better. You know, we can only get better underneath Brendan Rodgers. We can only get better. We can't get any worse. So surely, give it a few seasons. Surely we'll be up, but definitely up for challenging for the title. I mean, we've been challenging for the title this season, but it's just that process of keeping it going. You know, being consistent. I don't think that's something Liverpool's got at the moment with the squad they've got. But if Brendan Rodgers can get Liverpool into the Champions League this season, I think it'll be just brilliant for him, because it'll bring us in more money, and that'll bring us in more resources, better training facilities. You know, better. Brendan Rodgers could go out and buy a world-class player, world-class midfielder. I think we need, and a world-class defender to really push us on, like Arsenal did this season with buying Mesut Ozil. They went out and bought him for what, 46 million, I think. And I think he's been that difference between Arsenal finishing top 4 or finishing top 2, you know. But anyway, guys, I think Liverpool could not win the league this season, but top 4 definitely contenders for the top 4. They will be one of the favourites to get top 4 this season. I think above Manchester United. I think they're more likely to finish in the Champions League places than Manchester United. I think anyway. Because Manchester United, they've got to be honest now, they haven't been doing great this season, have they? Again, that's to do with the manager, David Moyes coming in, you know. I don't think he wants to play the same style as Alex Ferguson did, but again, I think, you know, who'd want to change Manchester United's playing style? I think if Moyes came in and just kept the same playing style as Ferguson did, I think he would be doing better than he is now, because that's what Pellegrini's done with Man City. He's came in, he's saying, oh, I don't want to change the playing style. They've done so well under Mancini. I don't want to change the playing style that they've had. I want to keep them going with their playing style. I want to keep them going. I gotta stop playing the same playing style, but I want to keep them going with the way they play. I want to keep them going with the wins. Keep them going consistently. That's why I don't think Manchester United is doing that well this season. But anyway, Liverpool, can they win the league? No. Can they finish top 4? Yes. Right. Last point now. My predictions this season for the top 5. First, I'm going to go with Manchester City. I've already explained the reason why. They're just unstoppable at home. Their home form's key. Their away form's key. They're doing well away as well. I think that'll come first. Second, Arsenal for me. I don't know why, just Arsenal for me. The way they play. I think they had the most points out of any Premier League side in 2013. I think they put 87 points altogether they picked up in 2013. So, second for me, Arsenal. So, Manchester City, Arsenal. Third, honestly, I'd say Chelsea. Chelsea third. Liverpool fourth. Then, I'd either go Tottenham, Everton fifth, but I'm not sure yet. I'd say Tottenham fifth. Manchester United sixth, actually. And Everton 7th. So that is my thoughts on Liverpool's season so far, guys. If you would, drop a like and comment below on what you want my next video to be. And I'll see you guys later.